We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is a Brewer's 6-pack. Limited edition hot sauces. And we have a lot of glare. We also have chipotle, jalapeno, habanero, cayenne, garlic, teriyaki. Now this is made by dat'l. So the dat'l uses the dat'l pepper in their sauces, and the dat'l sauces, I have done some reviews of those. You can see those on the blog. Those are interesting and pretty good sauces overall. I did enjoy them. So let's get rid of that. Don't need that for anything. Let's take a look here at. All right, you know what? Let's do it this way. Let's do it with, we have teriyaki, cayenne, chipotle, and we also here have habanero, jalapeno, garlic. Now, what I'm gonna do is this one should be hotter with the habanero. As you guys might have seen if you've read this on the blog, unless you looked at the video first, this is my very first effort at a dual presentation, at a dual release. So what that means is the blog that will be reviewing all these will be coming out, will be published at exactly the same day that this video will be published, which is December 22nd. Now I picked December 22nd because if you're like a lot of people, sometimes you will procrastinate and you will need to find a gift, and I'm assuming possibly that people who don't normally watch this video series might be jumping on board because they're interested to see how the Brewer's hot sauce is by a chili head reviewing it, yours truly. So I'm going to go through everything. Up front, I'm going to say I do not expect to be any heat. There's nothing here that I anticipate being particularly hot in the context of what I would consider hot. Possibly the habanero, but I would say that's pretty unlikely. So one thing I also noticed too, looking through the ingredient panels, they did not use dat'l pepper in any of these, which is kind of unfortunate because I think dat'l is a pretty good tasting pepper, and I think that would really add some uniqueness to this. We've seen all these before. We've seen garlic hot sauce. We've seen jalapeno trying to look like a Heineken bottle there. And that's the idea here, right? The Brewer 6-pack is trying to look, this is like Sam Adams. It's trying to look like beer of some type or another. Corona label over here. So I think this is Sing Sao. I get it. It's funny. Ha ha ha. There's no alcohol in any of this. But that's kind of what they're going for here. It's a little gimmicky, but this is actually a good way for you can try a whole bunch of sauces all at once. I think these can serve as a good introduction for chili heads to jump into all that stuff. So let's jump on with the teriyaki, and let's open this up. Now teriyaki is unlikely to have any heat at all. In fact, so we've got, oh, my very favorite pepper, cayenne peppers leading the charge. This might be better than I thought. Might be better than expected, guys. So this seems like it's pretty well mixed up. You shouldn't really have to mix teriyaki sauce. And let's throw down with the spoon. And here we've got, it is not your standard brown like a teriyaki sauce. So they're clearly going for some sort of hot sauce vibe here, I think. If you look at this coloration, this is not the brown of normal teriyaki sauce at all. So down the hatch. Ooh, wow. Ooh. Woo. That does not taste anything like teriyaki. Oh wait, there it is. There's a vague undercurrent. This tastes like a Louisiana style sauce with a little bit of a back end soy sauce or light teriyaki thing to it. Oh my gosh. No real heat to speak of, but that is a very astringent sauce. Definitely, that's a punch to the face there. So let's go with a little Diet Mountain Dew palate cleanser there, and let's move on to the second one. Okay, well, I guess we might as well just keep punching here at the Louisiana style sauces, and here we have that cayenne, and yeah, very nice color to this already. Very watery like cayenne usually is. And do we have anything in here? So this is just your standard Louisiana style ingredients. Now cayenne is one of my very favorite peppers. Longtime readers of the written blog will know that. And I'm excited about this. I just ran out of my Irazu slightly before filming this. Oh my gosh. This needs a restrictor cap. Yikes. Okay. So, yeah, definitely needs a restrictor cap. It's got a very orangey color to it. So my guess is that this is going to be a little bit more like a buffalo sauce. Let me smell it. Well, let's give it a go. It's interesting to me that the cayenne hot sauce is a little bit less punchy than the teriyaki. Interesting. There's actually slightly even more heat in this than there is in this, which I can't reconcile at all. It makes no sense to me. This is not one of the better cayenne sauces, which is a significant disappointment. All right, so let's finish out the this side of the tray. Now I know this is going to get to be a bit of a longish video. 6 sauces. I've never tried this before, so 6 sauces is always going to take a little while. And what is this, red stripe maybe? Okay, let's see, what do we got here? Number of things in this sauce. Okay, chipotle peppers, the chili powder, granulated onion. Well, this is going to be interesting. We got Tabasco and black peppers. There's a lot of stuff in this. So this is looks like a fairly thick sauce here. All right, let's maybe not. Maybe it was just a label. Okay. All right. Let's get out our old spoon. Take a look here at this chipotle. Oh my gosh, it's so thin. These, I think they all need restrictor caps to this point, guys. These have been super thin, just like crazy thin. Okay, so looks like brown soup. Definitely have some of the smoky smell to it though, so that's good. Want to have that. And okay, it looks almost like a spoonful of coffee. Well, here we go. So, this is their shot at Tabasco Chipotle. I don't think they hit it, but that's what they were going for. What's weird here, this one again just has flavoring. There has been no heat to any of these. So these are the least hot sauce. I mean, these are completely safe. For anyone who is worried that they're gonna, send somebody into a heart attack or whatever if they buy them this. I mean, here's the fun thing too, is that you could drink, and I'm not saying you should or to do that, but you could easily drink any of these. It's just to be a pretty significant garlic overload. All right, palate cleanser. And okay, let's move on to the next one. I will tell you this, so far I don't really have what I would say is a favorite. The Chipotle one is probably the best tasting to this point, but there will be full ratings and everything on, of course, the blog, which you guys can read concurrent with this or after or whatever you want to do. So, okay, let's take a look here at this American Valley garlic sauce. I don't know what garlic sauce is meant to mean, but it looks a lot like a Louisiana style sauce again. And we have the addition, this is basically the cayenne sauce with the addition of garlic. And I've seen a number of cayenne sauces do that. I don't feel like it's necessary. Longtime readers will know that I sort of have some issue with, Zatarain's and people like that throwing garlic in Louisiana style sauce. So I find it completely unnecessary. Unnecessary. So there, I just made a spill. Okay. So it's definitely your typical runny, light orange, pale orange, Louisiana style sauce for sure. And you see little bits of stuff in there. Okay, let's see. Is this going to fare better than the cayenne? Wow. Ooh. Easily as astringent to a very large extent, as was, wowzers, the teriyaki. So definitely you can taste the garlic. Eesh. Wow, that is a bit much. All right, we're getting down to our last two. Let's go with the, actually let's take these out completely out of there. Okay, so we'll get habanero after this. Next up we have jalapeno. No, I just cut the label. Sorry about that, guys. If any of you is upset about that. Okay, and so this needs agitation. Let's shake it up. Very nice green. I suspect this might be another pass at a type of Tabasco, but let's see here. Uh-oh. Citric and ascorbic acid. Yeah, okay, well, so this one is going to be another astringent. Precious little heat, tons of astringency. Okay. And so far, everything has needed a restrictor cap. Yet none of them has had one. All right, let's take a peek here. Okay. So we have a light pea green soup sort of aspect to this. Yeah. Smell it. Oh. It smells actually like jalapeno corn chips. Interesting. Mm. Mm. Wow. Mm. Flavor is really good. Flavor is really good on this. Oh. All those. It's just super, super astringent. That's a super astringent In fact, almost all these are. This one has not been. Outside of that, they've all been super astringent. This one actually, though, the flavor is very, very good. So as far as a green sauce, again, no heat to speak of. But flavor-wise, some of these are better than others, certainly. But heat-wise is non-existent. It's an interesting choice to me, I guess, also, that they decided to go so runny with everything. Alright, last one is habanero, and you can see it is watery as well. So what do we have? Habaneros, vinegar, salt. Right. So this looks almost exactly like the other sauces. So, you know, maybe that's the thing too. You know, maybe with these orange ones, what they decided was, why don't we go in varying levels of heat to give somebody an idea of the representative sauces. Now, obviously, that does not explain the non-orange sauces of jalapeno, chipotle, and teriyaki, but maybe, I don't know, maybe that's what they decided. Who knows? Not me. All right, let's get this one here in the books. Last chance for any heat. We're gonna let this one sit for a second. Yeah, so this one has a slight build. This habanero. So all the numbered ratings will be available in the written review for you guys to see, as well as kind of the bottom line that I like to do with the sauces. So what I'm thinking now is, let's take a look at them on some chicken. So here we have some chicken. Strips from the old grocery store. So there's really not any sort of incremental to this. It doesn't just go from, say, 0 to hotter. There's not that kind of progression. You've got a cayenne sauce that is, honestly, this Louisiana style is pretty poorly represented. You have a variation on this cayenne sauce, which is, I guess, an example of it, but is not this is not a particularly pleasant sauce either. So neither of these two, I would say, are particularly good. We've got this teriyaki, which does not taste at all like a teriyaki. It tastes like somebody attempted to spike a Louisiana style with a teriyaki sort of base. We have chipotle. This is probably the best flavored one. Although this jalapeno is also pretty solidly flavored. It's just really, really super astringent. And this is the only one with any heat. Unfortunately, it doesn't use another better tasting pepper. It just relies on the habanero. So let's do this. I'm not going to dip all these strips in here because this is a lengthy video as it is, and I don't want it to get lengthier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some pieces here. So I'm basically just going to have one piece for each sauce. All right. Now I also have some baggies. So what we're going to do, we're going to throw chicken in the baggie. We're going to throw cayenne in the baggie. We're going to seal it up, and hopefully we have enough air. Let's blow it up, actually. Got some air in there. Okay, and we're just going to do this. We're just going to shake it up. A lot of people will use Tupperware, I noticed, to do this. You can achieve the same effect if you just put air in there. So, all right, let's take this skewer. All right, here it is. See, it's fully coated. It's completely covered. So here we go. Cayenne pepper with chicken strip. Oh. Tell you what, your pepper flavored vinegar. That one's not worth eating, to be honest with you. Chicken strip. American Valley. This is the garlic. Garlic, Louisiana style. Pour some of that in there. Pour a little more. There we go. All right. And, okay, let's put a little air in there. All right, here we go. And so, and you can see that there's very little liquid in there. It's absorbed most of it. Okay, skewer. And there it is. Oh boy, it smells garlicky. Completely covered. Oh. Oh. Yeah. All right. Chicken. Teriyaki. I've never had an Asian teriyaki like this. I've had teriyaki multiple times. Oh, I'll throw some more in there. Here we go. We have enough air? No, need a little more air. See all the tips and tricks you guys are getting for coming here. What a deal, what a deal. Uh-oh. A hole in the bag here or something. All right. Pretty well coated. See, very nice and covered. It's an ill-conceived sauce. So when I saw this, I thought this was a cool idea. I really wanted to like this, but I'm really surprised at the dat'l do, guys. They usually are better sauces than this. That one is also junk, but that, by the way, is the hottest one of the Louisiana styles. Loosely, you call it Louisiana style. Okay, here we go. Chicken, and I want some chipotle. I want some chipotle. All right. Yeah, maybe I just didn't get it zipped all the way last time. Okay. All right, here we go. Nice and coated. It's not as good as the Tabasco, but it's on the okay-ish side. Chicken. What about some jalapeno? Alright. Okay. And as before, guys, we have it completely coated. Very bright. This one's on the bubble. And last, hopefully not least, we have chicken. And how about a little habanero? A little air in there for good measure. Make sure we got that sealed. I want to be wearing this. All right. Yep. Okay, here we go. Nice and coated. I cut some of these pieces a bit big, didn't I? Well, I've never tried to do 6 sauces at once before. This was an interesting experiment. This is by far the best tasting. This is the only one with any heat. And this one I'm still kind of waffling on a little bit. These three, we have an awful tasting cayenne. We have an awful tasting cayenne with garlic. We have an awful tasting cayenne with some teriyaki added to it. Those, as we all know, I'm all about flavor. Those I will not be keeping. They are not worth me eating. These I'm gonna leave on hand and see if I have some potential uses for them. I could see where this might work with macaroni and cheese or ramen noodles. It's not great with chicken. It's too thin for pizza. So these are of somewhat limited use. You could cook some of this stuff into like scrambled eggs, breakfast type stuffs. I think that'd be good. Definitely these two I think would be, actually any of these would be okay on tacos. The one issue I have with these, they're very, 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 they say very, 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 very vinegar forward, vinegar heavy. If you don't like that on tacos, and some people don't, these are probably not going to be enjoyable. So kind of something to keep in the back of your head there. These are all pretty strongly vinegar-based sauces. Now, here's a big question, right? Should I throw my money at this? For yourself, if you enjoy hot sauce, the answer is no. If you want to introduce somebody to hot sauce, the answer is no. If you can't figure out what else to get them, it is kind of a neat gift where they can try stuff, and it is inexpensive enough that nobody's going to feel bad if they have to toss half of it, in this case, or all of it. So in that respect, I would say it's probably worth getting, but I think all 6 bottles were like $10. So most of the time, a good sauce is going to set you back, especially if it's like a gourmet one, like many of the ones that you've seen on this channel or that you read on the blog. You are probably looking at anywhere between $5 to $8 for a 5-ounce bottle. And sometimes they're actually more than that, so just depending on the sauce. But so to say, okay, well, there's 6 sauces, it's a worthwhile gamble. Like this one, I think is probably an okay sauce. I'll probably use that up, and I'll probably use at least part of this up. This one, I still need to kick around a little bit, but the other ones, nope. Sauces that don't taste good, to me, are just not worth keeping. You're just better off starting over, especially when they're, it's like $1 and change for each bottle. So there, maybe I saved you some money, I don't know. But there it is, the look at the Brewer 6-pack from Dat'l Do It Pepper Company. I got the one that you saw here from Walmart, but I have seen them elsewhere as well. So now you know, now you can make an informed decision. But there it is, our look at that. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.